Namaste Krishna Rao, welcome to IYR Talks English edition. Now, last 1 week we have seen really from every individual, from every citizen, a peculiar situation as how our people are going to handle the opposition Pakistan moves and the support what it has received from other countries in terms of providing ammunition and warheads and all those things. So this being the case, of course, very successfully handled. But one of the things in self-evaluation is what we found out is that when the war is going on, there is a turbulence within India as to because there is an enemy within our own country. There is an enemy within enemy. That is the thing, because when the government is going with full vigor and thrust and all that in trying to protect the citizens and also kill the extremist elements, that is such a treacherous act of some people trying to criticize and then leak information and then to degrade our own capabilities. This is a very, very unfortunate thing that's happening in India. I think the government of India also should do it, whether it is the political parties or whether it is the press or whether that's media or whether it is the extremist elements within India. They should do it and all that, because normally there will be difference of opinion in any organization. There will be a difference of opinion between people because it's a human element and all that. But in these circumstances, everyone should stand on a single line, trying to support the government, trying to protect the sovereignty and integrity of the country. So, because this enemy within enemy will have a lot of impact on the economic development and strength of the country, and also within the country also it will be divided on the basis of religion, caste and other things also. So, and in fact it will have an impact on the legal system also. So, and from the point of view of security also it will going to provide a lot of threat. So, I request you to kindly evaluate and just give your brief, what I say is that comment on the future of the country and how we should try to put an end to the concept of enemy to the enemy. These things, can you just provide, elucidate your
Yeah, okay. Let's start with two broad statements. One, dissent is patriotic. There's no doubt about that. Constructive criticism is welcome. On that, absolutely no issues. Nobody says you should sail with the point of view of the government or that you should not criticize. That's not the point at all. It's good to have a dissent. It's good to have constructive criticism. In fact, that's what the Foreign Secretary referred to in his press briefing also. Pakistanis seems to be gloating over diverse opinions that are coming from India, but let's understand that's part of a democracy. We don't live in a autocratic system, and dissent is welcome. But where it should end, that's a very, very important point. Somebody like that Satchpal Malik, who was Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, he comes around and says Pulwama was a false flag operation without any evidence. How should you treat him? I think you should have a law to really take care of such people, because that's being quoted everywhere internationally. When he is a man who has occupied a gubernatorial post, especially in J&K itself, and going around and talking like this, it should not be tolerated. And then people, when there's a thick of operation going on and you need to support their morale, and you have this IYR, the Hindu and some of these things carrying information that for Indian jets are down even without any evidence whatsoever. And there's one pundit, defense strategist, self-proclaimed, coming onto this wire and then stating that I'm happy that 4 jets are down. My assessment is correct. What type of a language these people are using? I mean, maybe he told, I'm happy that it turned out like this, or some such thing, which is it the word to be used at that point of time. So there's that's when this wire has been banned by the government, which they did the right thing about. So point is, you criticize with evidence, you do constructive criticism, nobody is, but just don't do kite flying. This kite flying is what is being picked up by our enemies and by the international press and highlighting to the disadvantage of the country. These are the enemies within who need to be dealt with firmly. Making room for dissent, while making room for constructive criticism, we definitely should not allow such people to go unbridled, making all sorts of comments without any evidence. That is what we mean when we talk of the enemy within. We are not talking of enemy within in terms of somebody who leaks information, who does falls for a honey trap. There's a different system to take care of them in terms of counter-vigilance and others. But these are very dangerous people and needs to be tackled firmly and effectively. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.